Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Queenly Vibes here. How is everyone doing? First and foremost, I want to say Happy New Year. It is 2022, guys. It's unbelievable. God has been so good to me. I know that He has been good to you. And I believe that this is going to be an awesome year. The only thing that I can say is, just take one day at a time. Put your trust in the Lord always, right? So let's just jump right into it. What I have been watching lately. This is what I want to talk about. The things that I have been watching lately. And I said, you know what? Let me just jump on and share because it's just what I enjoy doing. Okay, so what I have been watching lately are Tyler Perry plays. I am actually binging Tyler Perry plays. I haven't seen his plays in years. I used to watch them all the time, what have you. But for some reason, I have just gotten back on watching his plays. And I just think for me, it's just, I don't know, a lack of certain entertainment that I'm looking for that's clean, that's funny, and, of course, thought provoking and everything. So, anyhow, before I jump into what I'm watching and everything, at least one particular play, and I think I'm just going to go over maybe like two plays a week or what have you. We'll see. Um, thanks to all new subscribers. Please hit the like button, the share button, and subscribe to my channel. Okay. So let me just jump into it. Let's see. The one play that I've been looking at lately um, is Medea's class reunion. And just to give a little bit of history on it, let me, let's see, let me pull it up. I just had it. Yeah, so this is Medea's class reunion. The play, it came out in 2003. Um, let's see. And it's Medea's, it's her 50th, yeah. It says when Madea, which is portrayed by Tyler Perry, of course, shows up for her 50th class reunion, it's going to be a whopper between the belly laughs and the soulful songs, which of course it is. Yes, and yeah, that was 2003 from what I'm reading here. Yeah, so this play, this is just a great play. Um, and like I mentioned, I pretty much have all of Tyler Perry's plays, and some of them I had to reorder because the DVDs, I couldn't find them or what have you. So I started first off watching this one or what have you. And it just, I don't know, it just brought back some really good vibes and everything, some life lessons and all of that. Because, believe it or not, in between Madea, acting silly or whatever the case may be, when Tyler Perry portrays that role, some life lessons come out and just how he, come up with the different characters and the storyline and everything, I think is pretty awesome, especially like in his earlier days when he first started out and everything. And I'm not going to say some of the new stuff that he have out that a lot of it I haven't watched. There was one show, oh my God, I think it's called If Loving You Is Wrong or something like that, where it was a crazy cop on there, Eddie. really fine looking cop and all of that. I used to enjoy that show or what have you, but it's that show is finished and everything. The Have and Have Nots was pretty good. I did watch that. Um, what else as far as the TV shows? Um, my mom really loves Oval, but I haven't really gotten into it. So anyhow, I can just only be honest, So I don't know. I just, just really had the feeling to just start back watching his plays. And I think for me, um, with how I'm living, with how I'm living my life with new challenges and different things that I'm facing now and the direction of my life and where I'm headed, I just really appreciate Tyler Perry's his hunger when he first came out. Um, his spirituality and everything, and not judging him at all or anyone, because I'm not perfect. You all pray for me. But I just think for me it was just a little bit different on his end, his drive and his faith, or what have you. And I just put on Medea's class reunion, and I just really had a good time watching it, singing the songs. Um, and it's just so funny because the different topics and the different jokes that he brought out, like Madea went into, she got high, and so she thought she was Whitney Houston or what have you, and I just thought it was hilarious, and you know, just the characters that he come up with. I really love David and Tamala Mann. Let me give you guys the cast of on the play, and if you guys are looking for something to watch that's just going to make you laugh and and just think about some things that maybe you're going through, or I don't know, or you want to just tune out some things that you're going through. I think this is a good play to watch. As a matter of fact, I think all of his earlier plays are really great to watch and sit back, laugh, and have fun. Okay, so yeah, the cast, we have David and Tamala Mann, adore them. We have Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Um, let's see who else. Terrell Carter. Oh my God, I got to tell you guys about the biggest crush that I had on Terrell Carter. Oh my God, just hold that thought. Okay, let me get the other names. If not, I'll have to come back to it because um, where is it? Yeah, I'll come back to that. Okay, so yeah, just a little bit of storyline about the play, and then I'm going to get into Terrell Carter. 'Cause, yeah, I thought he was going to be my husband at one point, but okay, the play, pretty much the storyline is Medea's 50th class reunion. She has it at this hotel, the Pandora Hotel, where her daughter Cora is working now. Cora is doing really well and all of that. She's lost her weight or what have you. Tamala Mann is gorgeous, so talented or what have you. So it was really good to see Tamala Mann's transition at this time and all of that. Just excellent. And of course, her husband doing what he does best, being funny, being silly, and all of that, overly spiritual, the whole nine, overly religious and, acting out. And Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Oh my gosh, I need the names. Um, the one lady, I think her last name is Curly. She's a phenomenal singer. Oh my gosh. Her voice is absolutely amazing, along with Cheryl Pepsi Riley, which I can remember one of her hit songs back in the day, Thanks for My Child. It used to come on the radio, and I was like a young teenager, and see, back then in the 80s, they had such mature songs, and you were a kid or what have you, but I just remember that song. You could kind of hear the baby crying in the background or what have you. She's phenomenal. Um, and of course, the singing, Mr. Terrell Carter. And the first time I saw that play, and I was just like, okay, this is pretty good. This is funny, the whole nine. Terrell Carter and his wife, she had cheated on him and everything, and they were there for their wedding anniversary, and just trying to mend the marriage and everything like that. And he's just still so angry with her, and they show clips of her actually hooking up with some guy at a hotel, and um what was his name? Corey. His character's name was Corey. He catches her, he basically sees her go in the hotel room, the whole nine and everything, and he busts open, the door and catches her with the guy, the whole nine. It's crazy. And I'm looking at him, and when they first came into the hotel, and I'm just like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Uh, Tall, dark, and handsome. That she cheated on. Like, was she on crack, or what was up with her? You know, I was just like, and this is before I actually heard him singing. Um, just them walking into the hotel, I'm just like, okay, thank you, Lord. you know. So anyhow, um, yeah, so they're in their hotel room and everything, and they're talking, and she really wants to work it out. He wants, a divorce pretty much, and all of that. So then he starts singing, and like the first note he hit, I'm like, huh, wait a minute, what was that? Okay, hold on. This guy's beautiful. Plus, he sings, the way that he sings, and then he just kept going with the performance, and I was just in awe. I was speechless. I mean, literally, he was singing and just giving a full performance and the whole nine. And I'm just like, what is happening in my world right now? I'll never forget that moment. Never forget that moment. And then he finished the song, and all I can remember is just like, that was way too short. Like, Tyler, he needed to put Terrell in a play where he's like the star, and where we can see him like all the time, all throughout the whole play and everything. Anyhow, so that was my obsession with Terrell Carter, and then I saw What's Done in the Dark, and he was the doctor, and then Meet the Browns, and he's a doctor in that play as well, and he sang his songs and all of that, and I'm just like, oh Lord, whew, okay. But anyhow, so it was just really good seeing that again and everything, and I started listening to, and I'm talking about years ago after I first saw the play. I started listening to his music and stuff like that, because I said, okay, this guy's phenomenal. So, I really want to hear, his sound and all of that. And, a lot of the songs I did enjoy. And I think one of my favorites for me is the song Better Than. Um, because after, I've had failed relationships and stuff like that, and, you know, uh, divorce and, the whole nine, and you date and you experience things, so that song is one of my favorites by him, and he's talking about the men in his family. This is what he wrote the song based off of, the different tragedies that the men in his family faced, or what have you. And it's a really good song, and I feel that any woman who has been in relationships where a guy didn't treat you well, and then you went on to the next relationship and so on and so forth, you can appreciate a song like this, at least with the things that he's saying, that how he would treat his woman, he would treat her better than, and this, that, and the third. Anyhow, so um but my thing is, after finding out some things about him, and like I said, no judgment on my part, I think he's living his life as a gay man, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. um but then, he came out with the book Problem Child. And I actually just read that a couple of days ago. I had no idea he even had a book out, because a lot of things I just, you know, stopped following, and, you just live life and you go on and move forward, or what have you. So a lot of things I really didn't know, that I'm kind of catching up on now, or what have you. And I read the book, I read his story, and I'm just like, wow. And the thing is, I really would like to do a review on his book, but I'm not sure if I can, because I wouldn't want to uh, do a review and, have it to be a spoiler alert, and, tap into, his finances or anything like that. I certainly wouldn't want to do that to him, you know. So, anyways, but yeah, total crush on the guy, or what have you. And even every once in a while when I see him, I'm just like, oh, clutch the pearls. I don't know. I want to say something, but I'm a hold back, or what have you. It's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna save that for another time, what I'm really thinking. But anyhow, I pray, I pray for Terrell, and nothing but blessings and favor over your life if you ever come past this video and everything. God bless you and all of your endeavors, you know, and also Tyler. Um, but yeah, back to Tyler Perry in the play. So yeah, it's like, I'm really just appreciative that Tyler Perry, that he actually put out plays like this, because he just, he don't know how they affect people, and even right now still, um, to go back and to watch these plays, how, they're just helpful in life, if you're stressed out or whatever you may be going through, just to see how he came up, off of, just having faith on getting those plays together, and all of the, the things that he had to suffer through, but yet it turned into something so huge, and it's just very inspiring and everything. So I would recommend that any of you just, if you're at the verge of, um, some things aren't going right in your life, and you're feeling frustrated and everything, and you're kind of getting off track, just, pop in one of these Tyler Perry plays, because it's helping me, because for me in my situation, like I said, I'm going through some things right now, but I'm keeping the faith, because I know that God is going to work everything out, because faith without works is dead, and you have to stay positive. You have to continue to keep the faith. You know what I mean? Anyhow, so as I mentioned, Um, I give it a thumbs up for this Medea's class reunion. It was really funny. A lot of, it's a couple of storylines in there, and it's real life situations. So if I were you and you just, you want to come out of just watching a lot of garbage that is on TV, basically, and you're more spiritual, like myself or what have you, go and pop in one of these plays and, just have a good time. Continue to believe in the Lord, okay? God bless you all. And again, Happy New Year. Take care.